Let me get you outside right now. There is your picture right over my shoulder. You've got some thin clouds, and the thin clouds that are in place are all part of the leading edge of the storm system itself. But nothing more than a thin cloud currently, no precipitation overnight. 22 degrees feels like 15 because you still have a wind gust at 17 miles per hour. The way the day is going to progress, I'll step this way, guys. You can take a look there. By 9 o'clock in the morning, it's 21 degrees. You've got sort of a partly cloudy sky out there, still kind of breezy. By lunchtime, 25 degrees. Snowflakes are starting to fall. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 28 degrees. Snow could be falling at a half an inch an hour. By 6 p.m., 32 degrees. The same deal with that clip of snow. And by 9 p.m., sometime between, I'd say, 7 and 9, it's just going to get too warm. Forecasting 38 at that hour, and the snow is going to turn over to that mix and then eventually rain. So how much snow do we pick up? Well, all of the models are in agreement, so that's a good thing. Our confidence is there. What we don't know exactly is when the rain comes on top of these snow totals. So the European is saying 6 inches in Monticello, 2 inches for New York City, and less than an inch along our shoreline community. That's the European. Well, the NAM, the North American Mesoscale, right in line with them, saying 2.5 for the city, 6.5 Monticello, and basically less than an inch along the shoreline communities as well. Now you look at the GFS, putting 3 inches in the city, putting 5.7 Monticello. So we're splitting hairs. As far as computer models go, this is pretty much in agreement, and basically less than an inch along the shoreline communities as well. You do see a 2.5 out in portions of Long Island, around Brentwood, 1.1 for Riverhead. We go with 1 to 3 for the metro areas, and this swath I've got shaded in white, all right? North of that, basically north of, say, 287, about a 3 to 6 inch range, with the bigger numbers like the 5s and the 6s possibly north and west of the area, 0 to 1 for the Jersey Shore and portions of the South Shore of Long Island. So let's time out how this storm makes its way in and when we think the transition takes place. Here we are, 11:30 in the morning, so the cloud cover's in place. You'll see that in the morning, and then some flurries are starting to fly, maybe 11:30. But again, as I said, computer models, you got to give them a little bit of slack here, okay? It could be a little bit earlier, a little bit later. That's 11:30 in the morning. Here we are, 2 p.m. right over the city, but there are certainly some dry slots out there as well. So it's not always, snowing from, say, 2 until 7 when we think it's going to be turning over to rain. And then that rain-snow line will eventually push further north, but maybe not everybody. Maybe not everybody well north and west ever makes that switch over to snow, and then it sort of clears out for your day on Sunday. So the winds are going to be a factor as well. I mean, right now they're blowing, but by the morning hours, here you are at, say, 8:30 in the morning. They're basically single digits, so the wind is not a factor, but the winds kick in as that storm arrives, and by the time you get to 4 p.m., they're blowing 20, maybe even 30 miles per hour. So for tonight, 20 degrees, your overnight low. High temperature will go up to 38. I think you hit 38, KJ and Mo, at around maybe 8 o'clock at night. 40 degrees for Sunday. Sunday's the day you dry out, and then it's just cold after that.
All right, we'll be ready. Thank you, Lonnie. Okay.